εκκλησία είναι ένα κοινοτικό γεγονός, το οποίο ζούμε την αγάπη.
The church is a community where we experience love, brotherhood, humility, and giving ourselves to one another. And of course, it's the communal event that unites us with God. That happens in our liturgical assembly. Today, many people have drifted away from the church. The first and main reason is that we live in an age where everything has been relativized. Someone might say, I don't care what the priest says in church. There are so many voices out there. Technology gives us endless pulpits. I'll just do what I want. That's relativism. People no longer believe in solid values.
Τεχνολογίας, και εγώ θα κάνω αυτό το οποίο θέλω εγώ να κάνω. Λοιπόν, βλέπετε, είναι ένας σχετικισμός. Δεν μπορείς, δηλαδή ο άνθρωπος δεν πιστεύει σε κάθε σταθερό, σε μια αξία σταθερή. Κάποτε στο Μεσαίωνα κατηγορούσαν την Εκκλησία.
In the Middle Ages, they accused the church of being the crutch of power, a tool of kings and feudal lords, oppressing the people. Then came the Renaissance and the shift to modernity, and the church ended up on the sidelines. But even then, the church remained alive. It carried values, experiences, and offered people the truth. So today, because everything is relative, people end up doing whatever they want. And as a result, relationships weaken. You see this clearly in marriage. People say, I don't want to be committed. I want to leave whenever I want. Otherwise, I feel oppressed. But that has nothing to do with the spirit of sacrifice, nothing to do with love or truly binding yourself to someone in a family or a community. Because being truly united means standing by the other person, having compassion, sacrificing yourself for them. That's what the church offers, a life modeled after Christ and also after the saints who followed him. Look how Christ lived. He didn't come to be served, but to serve. He says it himself. That's sacrifice. But the modern world doesn't accept that kind of sacrifice. It just wants comfort, to settle down and do whatever it likes.
Διακονηθεί, όπως το λέει ο ίδιος, ήρθα να διακονήσω. Αυτό είναι θυσία. Ο σύγχρονος κόσμος τώρα τέτοιου είδους θυσίες δεν τις δέχεται. Σου λέει πώς θα βολευτώ. Και ό,τι μου αρέσει εμένα και ό,τι θέλω εγώ να κάνω. Αυτό δηλαδή είναι το ένα. Και το δεύτερο είναι, θα λέγαμε,
The second reason people are leaving the church is because we've gained many rights, which is good, of course. It's part of life's progress. But now we're heading toward a dictatorship of human rights. You can already see it. Even a priest today struggles to speak the moral truth of the gospel. Because if he does, someone might accuse him of racism. If he talks about a particular sin, you know which one, someone says it's my right. And under that right, they can sue you, report you, and on the other side, you can do the same.
Αν μιλήσεις, ας πούμε, για μια συγκεκριμένη αμαρτία, καταλάβατε. Λοιπόν, έχω δικαίωμα, σου λέει. Και εν ώψη του δικαιώματος μπορεί να σε πάει και στα δικαστήρια, δηλαδή μπορεί να σε καταγγείλει. Το ίδιο μπορεί να το κάνεις και εσύ από την άλλη πλευρά. Και να έχουμε λοιπόν συγκρούσεις.
So it becomes a constant conflict, one side trying to silence the other. Isn't that a form of dictatorship? Where's the respect for the other person in all this? The church teaches us to respect others, even when we disagree. It speaks of respect, of a noble sense of duty, everything we seem to be missing today. And the modern world is suffering from this. It will become more and more obvious. And there are other issues too. Take virtual reality. Modern people, modern children, are starting to live in this virtual world which is not real. This will have consequences, but we in the church should stay optimistic. The glass is half full, not half empty.
Αυτό θα έχει κακά αποτελέσματα. Λοιπόν, εγώ θα έλεγα ότι η Εκκλησία, να το δούμε το πράγμα αισιόδοξα, ότι το ποτήρι είναι μισογεμάτο και όχι μισοάδιο, ότι δίδεται λαμπρός.
There is glorious space for the church to move forward, to meet these new realities, and bring people into unity with one another, with Christ as the head. She must lead them to a life where each person serves the other, as Christ showed us. One sacrifices for the other. That's how life becomes meaningful, and that requires commitment. She doesn't hand out money or lottery tickets. Instead, she calls people to humility. She calls us to humility, and for that, your soul has to bleed.
Δεν μοιράζουμε λαχεία, ξέρω εγώ, κουπόνια ή οτιδήποτε. Στην εκκλησία του λέμε του άλλου να είσαι ταπεινός. Αυτό είναι, πρέπει να χύσει το αίμα της ψυχής σου. Ο Άγιος Νεκτάριος συκοφαντήθηκε και δεν έβγαλε τσιμουδιά.
Saint Nectarios was slandered, but he never complained. He wasn't a masochist. He didn't enjoy suffering, but he followed Christ's example and lived it.
Και με αυτόν τον τρόπο,
That's how you conquer your passions. That's how you defeat death. And look what Saint Nectarios inherited. Now he's everywhere. A great saint, he reaches across the world. He's a myrrh gusher, a miracle worker. What gave him all this? His ethos. He suffered in this life, but that suffering made him worthy in Christ. And he was conformed to the Lord. And in the end, the Lord gave him everything.
Ας πούμε της εν Χριστώ καταξιώσεως και ομοίασε στον Κύριο. Και γι' αυτό ο Κύριος του δίδει μετά όλα. Δηλαδή, στην πνευματική ζωή,
In spiritual life, first we obey God, and then paradoxically, God obeys us. Meaning, God now listens to his saints, and his saints become all powerful in Christ.
γίνονται παντοδύναμοι.